So the other day I was cruising Instagram and saw a post from a really cool guy that was offering up some original art, and I could not resist. I could not resist the temptation, so I bought some. If you're interested in seeing what I picked up, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to unbox some cool artwork from my man, Jason. Jason goes by the name of From Heroes to Icons on Instagram. I followed this guy for a long period of time, and we've actually done some projects together in the past. He put up a post. He's like, hey, I have some blank sketch cover variants for sale. If you're interested, hit me up. I immediately hit him up, bought the best two that were available, and then I told everybody else about the rest of it once I had the best. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a true story, but Jason is a good guy, and he actually has sent me, I want to say, one AOK before. It was a really nice sketch of Spider-Man. I think it was like half Spider-Man, half Venom. Maybe it was black costume. It's been a while. It's been like a year or something like that. So my memory might be a little fuzzy. I know he sent me something. I was very appreciative of it. But he also participated in a really cool project that I did probably a year ago, maybe a little less. And many of you may not have even heard about this project because the channel has grown so dramatically over the last year. But what I did is I actually sent out a couple of blank sketch variants all across the country. I sent them essentially from YouTuber to YouTuber to YouTuber. And I basically asked all of these YouTubers to sketch, sign, whatever their talent might be on one of these blank sketch variants. And this one was the Fantastic Four, a number one. It actually came back from CGC, a 9.8 qualified, no shocker there. But what's really cool is that it is literally covered in sketches and signatures from YouTubers that I used to socialize with and in many cases still socialize with. And on the back here, my man From Heroes to Icon did this really awesome sketch of Johnny Storm, and this thing is fantastic. So a couple of guys, DS Comics signed it. The boy who had 7 signed it, and his son actually did a really cool sketch. JoJo Pop Docs was on here. Comic Crypto Stock sign. Bueller sign. Alex the Comic Hoarder. Thanatos Comics. RB3, Tony Sanders. I mean, this thing really did make the rounds. Backseat Driver even got in on the action back here with a little bit of Captain America. But this was a really, really fun project that I worked on, and I was very appreciative of Jason for participating. And so again, when he put up the post and was like, hey, I have some sketches, anybody interested, I jumped at the opportunity to support him. Because it was the right thing to do, but also because he supported me as well in the past with some of the projects that I have worked on. So we're going to open this thing up and we are going to see what this guy sent. I'll tell you, I bought this thing. I don't remember what day I bought it, but it arrived. This package arrived so quickly that I did not think that this was the sketch. I mean, it arrived that quickly. It felt like it was the next day. And so shout out to him, man, for having a bias for action and putting this thing in the mail and getting it out to me. I mean, that is a level of customer service that I appreciate. I will tell you that. That is how I like to treat people, and it's really, really nice when that is reciprocated. So shout out to you, From Heroes to Icon. I appreciate you, brother, and I'm gonna appreciate you even more once I get this tape removed and can see this awesome artwork that you sent over to me. So hopefully we got this separated. Let's see. The tape is a little tricky. Trying to make progress here. We're making progress. Progress is being made. All right, so we got that separated. So I'm going to separate this tape here and get a look at these books on the inside. See what we have here. Can they separate yet? And free free the sketches on the inside at long last. All right, so both of these are really nice. Oh man, they are even nicer in person. All right, so let's do this first one. Shout out to all my Green Lantern fans. All of my Green Lantern fans, shout out to you. I beat you to the punch and scored that right there. That is awesome. This is Green Lantern #1. And a fantastic sketch here. Grant Morrison, of course, worked on this. Liam Sharp worked on it as well. Fantastic piece right here. This thing is nice. This is really, really well done. Shout out to you, brother. And it looks like he actually did this in July of 2019. So this has been hanging around for a while. But definitely pleased to have that in the collection now. And then this very last one. This one's cool. This one is also from 2019. I don't know what month, but this is Catwoman #1. Really cool book right there. Really cool sketch. Again, I wish that I had the talent to be able to do this, but this is not my skill set. This right here. This is not my skill set, but I definitely have an appreciation for those individuals that can put pencil to paper and make magic happen. So from heroes to icons, I absolutely appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much for contributing to the community, man. All right, so here's the thing. This was a really short video, right? And so I knew it was going to be short, so I decided to supplement. I want to supplement this video with a little something extra for you guys to make it a more robust experience. So I was digging in my shorts today, and I decided to share with you guys some books that I picked up while I was digging in my shorts. And I actually came across a couple of copies of this painted cover from Vess. This is Web of Spider-Man #1. Really cool book right here. Actually, I've picked up 2 copies of it that I found in the collection. And I just read a little note on the back of this one that makes me sad. I just saw that for the first time. There's a tear on the back of this one. There's a little handwritten note on the tape, and it says tear on the back side. That is okay. I actually have several copies of this #1. Really, really cool book. Really cool cover. Again, definitely pleased to have that one in the collection. I found this, Logan's Run #3. And I want to say so far in the collection, I found a couple of #1s, a #3, and I want to say there was a #6. And the #6, by and large, is the only real book that is relevant from the Logan's Run. And that's because I want to say it's the first solo or backup story featuring Thanos. And that's what makes that one really cool. But this is a cool book still, nevertheless, to have in the collection. Found it just randomly by itself. Just the #3 hanging out in a box of DC, to be honest with you. This is a cool book. This is Uncanny X-Men #511. It's a Greg Land cover. And again, these books were just kind of randomly in a box with some other stuff and just did not belong there. But a really nice Greg Land cover. And the way that his name is written here down at the bottom, it leads me to believe that he did the interior artwork on this one as well. Not quite sure about that, but I can certainly look into it. You gotta love Rocket Raccoon. So I have found 2 copies of Rocket Raccoon so far in the collection, and this is a pretty nice copy. The corners of it are just a little banged up. No note on the tape, so I feel good that there's maybe no tears or anything like that. This book right here, this was one that I was hunting for. I found one bin that I thought that it was in like 2 weeks ago. I went through that bin, did not find it. I was a little disappointed. And then today I stumbled upon this copy of West Coast Avengers #45. This is just a really cool cover, right? This is a really cool cover that is very reminiscent of, what is it, Avengers 57, I think it is, with the first appearance of Vision in the Silver Age. And so this one is very reminiscent of that. I just think I think it's a gorgeous cover, right? So definitely a cool book. Probably the only book out of the entire West Coast Avengers run that is worth anything. So neither here nor there. It just happens to be a really nice cover as well. A little Shogun Warrior #1 or Warrior. Sorry about that. I actually have found. I want to say 2 or 3 copies of the #1, and I literally have, I think, like the entire first run sitting like right there that I found in another bin. Again, sometimes things are just randomly placed. I randomly find copies of things, and you'll find a full run of something, then it'll be like a random book. Speaking of random books, random copy of Master of Kung Fu #15. Really, really awesome book. I was super pumped about this one. And then I saw that it was cut up. And it wasn't so bad. I was like, hey, I can still live with a book that is a little cut up. I mean, again, it was in the collection. I didn't go out and buy it specifically. It was in the collection. It was a found book. And then I started to flip through it, and I was like, oh my goodness, the pages are white. They are white pages. And then I got to a page where a character had been cut out. And my heart sank. No, this is one of those cool things that happens whenever you buy a collection. I think that this previous collector was not into Masters of Kung Fu, but somehow or another found the copy and just put it in the collection. As we all kind of stumble across books here and there, this was one that just stumbled upon him. And I think I found a couple of these Master of Kung Fu like here and there, nothing like a major run or anything like that. I don't think it was a real focus for him, but occasionally I guess he picked up a copy or two. So there you go, Master of Kung Fu #15. Couple of really cool books right here. I really dig this one. This is Web of Spider-Man #32. My man Randy Resnake actually did an awesome cover recreation for me of this one that sometimes sits over my shoulder there. I may have to pull it out of the bin and put it back on the shelf because, again, just a really cool copy of this book. Absolutely love Web of Spider-Man. So I found a copy of this, speaking of Web of Spider-Man, #18, through Retcon. This is a cameo appearance of Venom / Eddie Brock. And again, it's just a little bit of retcon. For those that don't know, it's basically when they rewrite history. That's essentially the long and short of a retcon. Is history is just rewritten by a writer for whatever purpose that they may have. So I actually found 2 copies of Web of Spider-Man #18 in the collection. These are actually pretty darn nice copies of it. So definitely pleased to have those in the collection. I will not show you this book. I will not show you this one. This is a book that you will see around Christmas time when I do my video on Christmas comics. I am strategically collecting books to be able to do a video in December featuring holiday themed books. And this is one I'm actually planning for this one. So I'm hoping that it's actually going to be a pretty good video. So I did stumble upon, and you'll probably see this in another video, a healthy amount of Nova. I think pretty much a full run of Nova in the collection. Randomly found issues #17 and 7 in a bin today, so I decided to just show those. Both of those are really cool books, both newsstand. And then I found this one, really cool, Punisher versus Daredevil. This is Punisher issue #10. Cool book where they actually square off and have a battle. I've never read this one, so I'm actually looking forward to reading this. But this is one of those covers that you see, and as soon as you see it, you know that it is a significant book. And significant, right? A key book. And so I ended up pulling it out as soon as I saw it, and then I looked up the details a little bit later. So there you go. I wanted to supplement the AOK because I knew that would be a relatively short thing. I hope that you guys enjoyed me digging in my shorts and me sharing a couple of books with you from the 100,000 comic book collection, the 100K collection. I need to get my vocabulary down. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. And if you did, I want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind so we can mix it up in the comment section. And if you need to reach out to me, you can do that on Instagram at Regie Collects. And if you need to send me an email, you can do that as well at Reggie@RegieCollects.com. comicswoldier.com. Take care.